Hello guys, this is Vysh. March month has also begun, and now 2-3 months you have for your prelims. So please take all the plums episodes seriously. We are doing a lot of MCQs, and from this surely some questions are going to come for your prelims. Okay, directly or indirectly in prelims, mains, somewhere it will be there, because we are taking all recent current affair oriented questions also in every episode. Okay, so science and technology is the episode on Friday. So we'll do this, and every day. Okay, if you are new to this, please go and watch. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, every day it's a different episode by a different teacher. So please see all of these. Your complete UPSC preparation will go free of cost. Okay, but again, there are test series also available, where again 10 times more what you see in plums episode that students will get in PDF format. Okay, there's a WhatsApp number. You will get the foundation on day 1, and after foundation you can watch the lectures also, which are again free of cost. So MCQ 1 of this science and tech, T-Zield seen in news relates to. So it was there in recent news, relates to anti-missile units, anti-satellite missiles, antidote for virus, or antibody injections. So T-Zield was there in the news. Even in Hindu, a big article was there. So UPSC is asking these kind of words. Okay, last year, I think 2022 prelims to 22 or 21, they asked about ACE. Okay, ACE 2 was there in the news. What is it? Okay, same like that. Another term was there. I'm not remembering now, but one more term was there. Just like that, they picked up a term and asked like, what is it related to? They don't ask you definition. They don't ask you any examples. They just ask you where, in which context did you see that in the news? Okay, so they want people who read newspapers, who read current affair magazines, who solve MCQs. They don't want the people who simply buy hard textbooks and go. Okay, that is a difference. After 2016 prelims onwards, bookish questions are not coming now. Okay, so now answer is D, antibody injection. So US Food and Drug Administration recently approved this T-Zield, which is the first drug to delay the onset of type 1 diabetes. Okay, so T-Zield is a monoclonal antibody injection that is capable of preventing the body's immune system from mistakenly attacking cells in the pancreas that make insulin. Okay, so it is developed by this whatever company is given here. So the diabetes issue. Okay, so there is a drug or an antibody injection which is being developed by this company in USA, which has been approved recently. It will delay the onset of the diabetes. Okay, so there are side effects of drugs like decreasing level of certain white blood cells and rashes and headache. It can be administered to people aging 8 and older. So these are all extra information about what will happen or how this is used, and although that usually UPSC doesn't care. They will just ask about what is it or in which context you saw. So diabetes, antibody injection, these are the terms which you have to study. Okay, so this again, if you want, you can read through about type 1 diabetes, their insulin injections which they take, and they have financial burden because of that. So that problems are there, and to solve all that, you have T-Zield. Okay, that is what is written here. Okay, now question number 2. 8th edition of the Garuda Shakti exercise recently happened between India and which country? Garuda Shakti exercise. Options are France, UK, Indonesia, Thailand. Okay, so 8th edition of the Garuda Shakti exercise. So this itself is a learning for you that there is some exercise which is going on since many editions. Like 8th edition means it's obviously happening since at least 8 years. Okay, because 1 year it will be one edition only minimum, or sometimes it will be once in 2 years and all. So this is not a new exercise. It is happening since quite some time, and so you are as an aspirant expected to know. Okay, like which country India is having this. So here answer is C, Indonesia. So it's a bilateral joint special force exercise between India and Indonesia. So this also you have to know, special force exercise, because sometimes UPSC will go deep and ask like whether it is a only army level exercise or only navy exercise or a coastal guard exercise. That kind of things also they can tweak and put in the question. Okay, so this is being organized as part of the bilateral defense cooperation between Indonesia and India. It is held since 2012, involving para special force of the Indian Army. Then the usual counter-terrorism, special operations, then maybe hill operations. They will do certain operations in the water, in the land, and different things and all. And they will display their weapons or do trials of that. And that is what happens in every exercise. Okay, their skills they are showing to each other and also to the world to see that what all devices they have now. So Indian government policy, Look East policy and Act East policy are further contributing to the growing diplomatic relationships. So India, Indonesia, you know, since old, even Ramayana, Mahabharata and all, you can find plays and statues and everything in Indonesia. So there is a cultural ties since long time, and now we are again taking it forward. Okay, so Garuda Shakti is different. Now you have to know another thing, that Garuda exercise is separate, which India has with another country. Shakti exercise is separate, which India has with a separate country. And Garuda Shakti is with Indonesia. Okay, so find out that where is Garuda and where is Shakti exercises separately, which India is doing with which other countries. Okay, now question next 3. Project 22220 seen in news relates to USA and space mission, India and supercomputing mission, Russia and nuclear powered project, Australia, and marine ecosystems. So at least if the country you have seen in the news or the mission you have seen in the news, you could solve it. That is why we are giving you options like this. Okay, and UPSC also will give you like this only. So here, project 22220 seen in news relates to which country and what mission of that country. Here answer is C, Russia and nuclear powered project. So Russia recently launched a nuclear powered icebreaker named Yakutia at Baltic shipyard in St. Petersburg. In the map, go and find out where is St. Petersburg. Okay, it is the 4th icebreaker to be developed under this project. The project's icebreaker is this much meter long, this much broad, this much ton. That is not important for you. Then these nuclear power icebreakers are currently the most powerful and the largest in the world. Their purpose is to provide year-round navigation in the western part of the Arctic, that is near the North Pole, and they can escort ships on the northern sea route. Okay, so you know there it's full ice, right? So to move ahead, you don't have a proper ocean there. In the Arctic area, I'm telling. South, we have a lot of oceans and people are navigating and doing trade and all. So Russia want an alternate route there in the Arctic Ocean. So they are breaking the ice, actually. Literally, they are breaking the ice. So they have this nuclear powered icebreakers, and that is built under the project 22220. And that will, in future, it can lead to many other disadvantages also. They will destroy the nature and all these things, and the animals may be living there, the polar bear. Many problems are there. But the way they are doing, they are building a route for them in the Arctic area. And as of November 2022, 3 such project icebreakers are in service. Name is this Arktika, Sibir and Ural. So Arktika is the lead ship of the series, delivered in 2020. Yakutia, which we are telling now, is the 4th in the series. And the 5th name will be this one and has been laid out in the Baltic shipyard. 6th and 7th vessels of the series are currently in planning. So they are making a number of nuclear powered such projects. And here another project names if you see, project 10520 and project 10580. Okay. So this also were nuclear power icebreakers, but now a new project and new series of vessels they are doing. And their important thing is you have to simply go and see the map of this North Sea route, okay, because it's touching from this Kara Sea to the Pacific Ocean. So where is Kara Sea, where is Pacific Ocean, where is Arctic coast? All these things just have a glance, okay, where is Barents Sea? This and all, surely UPSC will ask this year or the next year, they will ask you a question on the map-based thing in the Arctic region. Okay, Bering Strait is already asked in the past. Okay, so please go and check this in the map. So this is a Hindu article. Question number 4. Which of the following are true? INS-2B is a collaborative mission between India and Bhutan. Earth Observation Satellite 6 or EOS-6 is an Indian satellite of the OceanSat series. Okay, so again space questions, which in the last, I think 2 years, UPSC has reduced the number of questions of space missions and defense. I think because the students are actually preparing it very nicely and going, all the coaching people are giving you magazines, and even Vysh IAS give you the detailed notes on every space missions which happen each month. So whoever is enrolled to the test series will get it. So when you read all that, no, UPSC knows that you are by hearting this and coming. So they are not giving questions. Okay, but we can't stop this or take away from the syllabus, because 2-3 years before, every year one question about one space mission or one defense equipment which we imported or some defense trade which we did, something, a question used to come. So you cannot skip it. Okay, there are how many other missions are there, especially if it is India's, you have to study and there is no other option. Okay, and in case it doesn't help you in prelims, in the mains, when the GS3 paper comes, there you can write the recent space missions and all, because definitely 2 questions on space in mains will definitely come. Okay, that is not stopped. Every year they are asking it. So here, answer is C, both 1 and 2, both are true. INS-2B is a collaborative mission between India and Bhutan. It has 2 payloads, this Nano-MX, which is a multispectral optical imaging payload, and APRS Digipeter. So India provided capacity building assistance for the development of this mission. Okay, it's a joint mission. So India is helping Bhutan actually to build this. So Bhutanese engineers are provided hands-on training at the UR Rao Satellite Center, which is there in Bangalore, to build and test satellites as well as process and analyze satellite data. The newly launched satellite will provide high-resolution images to Bhutan to help the country effectively manage its natural resources. Okay, now second statement, the Earth Observation Satellite, it is the 3rd generation Indian satellite of the OceanSat series launched for monitoring the ocean. Okay, that in the name itself, it's their OceanSat. So it was developed by ISRO in partnership with Ministry of Earth Science and others. The mission is follow-up to OceanSat 1 or IRS-P4 and OceanSat 2 that were launched in 1999 and 2009. Okay, so we already had 2 in the OceanSat series. Now we have the 3rd generation or the 3rd one. Okay, now it is the first in the series to host 3 ocean observing sensors, the Ocean Color Monitor OCM3, Sea Surface Temperature Monitor SSTM, and KU band spectrometer SCAT3. So the scatterometer. Okay, so this one actually are 3 sensors which are there in the satellite or on the device. Okay. So again, the details each about like what they will do. Okay, like one will be like providing accurate wind speed. One is like for payload on satellite was developed in partnership with France, used for energy efficient communication, robotic flags. Here it is providing temperature. SSTM is for temperature. So like that, the instruments and the functions also one line I have given in case a mains question comes. Okay, because mains recently, I remember the Juno mission, Jupiter Juno mission, which is not even India's mission, that a mains 10 marker question came. Okay, in GS1 mains actually. That was again shocking. GS1 usually you don't get space questions, but UPSC asked in GS1 mains a 10 marker question about explaining the Juno mission. So that time you will have to write what all sensors, what all these things. And this is an Indian mission, so obviously you have to study for your mains. So ISRO succeeded in placing 9 satellites in multiple orbit using the PSLV C54. So if you don't know what is PSLV, GSLV and all, free lectures are there in our channel. Simply type Vysh IAS Science playlist, both in English and in Hindi. You will get 2 separate playlists, okay, free of cost. You can study from there. Question number 5. Which of the following are true about sounding rockets? It is an instrument carrying rocket that is capable of taking measurements and performing scientific experiments during its suborbital flight. Definition, okay, of sounding rocket. Then India recently launched its first ever sounding rocket named RH200. So 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. Again, when 2 statement type question comes, if you don't know, don't take a risk and just skip that question. Okay, because in prelims exam hall, whenever you take a gut feeling of things which you never heard in your life, then it will 99% go wrong only. At least if you know one statement or you have heard it, you have studied it once, okay, like maybe RH200 current affair you studied, then you can take a guess. Else you can't do. Okay, please don't take chance. Always take chance on those questions which has 3 statements or 4 statements. Okay, many such questions will be there. Please take chance on those because there's a high chance that you will eliminate and get to the correct answer. Okay, so here answer is A, 1 only, because the second one is wrong. Now, a sounding rocket, which is sometimes known as the research rocket or suborbital rocket, is an instrument carrying rocket that is capable of taking measurements and performing scientific experiments during its suborbital flight. It is used to launch instruments from 48 to 145 km altitude from the Earth's surface. The first sounding rocket to be launched in India was America's Nike Apache. The historic launch happened in 1963. Okay, this is a US one. Following this, 2-stage rockets imported from Russia and France were also launched. Then Rohini RH-75, the first indigenously developed sounding rocket, was launched by ISRO in 1967. So this is the first one. But here in statement you are telling India recently for the first time launched a sounding rocket called something called RH-200. But we have already done RH-75 in 1967 itself, meaning along with the Russia, USA, France and all, we have also done it those days. Since then, these rockets have been launched from both the TERLs, that is Tumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station is there in India, South India, and Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. In 1975, all of the ISRO sounding rocket activities came under the purview of this Rohini sounding rocket RSR program. So there was a program itself for that. Okay. Now what happened is ISRO successfully made the 200th consecutive launch of the multi-purpose sounding rocket RH-200 from Thiruvananthapuram's Tumba coast. Tumba, there only that TERLs is there, TERLS. Now RH-200, which is capable of climbing to a height of 70 km, is a 2-stage multi-purpose sounding rocket capable of carrying satellite payloads into space. This is their purpose. Okay. So now 200 in the name denotes the diameter of the rocket in millimeter. Then this is the height of the rocket and it is used for atmospheric study, and then it has solid motors. It is currently playing a major role in providing a flexible platform for experiments and testing of new technology. Okay, so for new instruments and things and all, this is used. So this is the 5th question about sounding rocket. So hope you are learning each question or each each topic in each question. Okay, it's not like we are making 5 questions based on the same topic. We are teaching you 5 different topics or maybe even more through these questions. And like I told, you are learning 5 questions a day, but my test series enrolled students are learning 100 questions a day, which is of this same quality, and they will get PDFs of that and they can simply read or maybe listen to like this audio explanation, and they can simply learn thousands of MCQs. So you can imagine where you are standing and where they are standing. So like this, every coaching institute is doing this for you. So please follow one institute or one mentor sincerely. Those who do that for 1 year consistently, they are the ones who are going to clear prelims. Okay, because prelims cannot be done through just this last minute revision of some 2 books or 3 books, because there are people who misunderstand even now. They think that I'll do some 3 books and 4 books and go, and easily 50% of questions I will do. You cannot do like that. Prelims have changed. Whatever you are talking is about before 2016. Okay. Now you have to be updated, you have to know current affairs, you have to know the topics. So like that, in case you are weak in science, you can get the science PDFs alone. If you want current affairs, you can get the monthly current affairs also. All these things will help you double your score in prelims. Okay, because quality we never compromise. So tomorrow, Saturday, CSAT questions ma'am will do. So stay tuned. I'll come up with the next one on Sunday. Okay, Sunday we'll do current affairs. So thank you.